My name's Erica Campos. I'm 43 years old. I have a 6 and a 7-year-old daughters that live with me. Ariana Campos, who's 7, and Angelina Campos, who's 6. I also have an adult son who's 24 years old and 2 grandbabies. The first time I knew the pandemic was serious was when businesses started shutting down. They started shutting down restaurants. They started shutting down hotels. Even though I was able to keep my job by the grace of God, I no longer had that other parent support that was super vital to my income at the time. There was this huge rush and huge panic to get groceries and toiletries at the grocery store. And I remember walking in, having to wait in lines outside of the door, only allowing so many people in at one time, having to get there early before they even open, and walking in to find nothing at all. Like, the shelves were bare. And just being in a complete panic of not knowing where you were gonna get the bare necessities, where you were gonna get eggs, where you were gonna get milk. So all the prices went up. It was just a really scary time with, the security and food resources were just not there anymore like we were always used to. The first time I heard about the San Antonian Food Bank was through PreK for SA. My daughter was a student there. Both my daughters attended PreK for SA. And PreK for SA offered a food bank drive through the school. So that was the very first time that I had picked up from the food bank, was through PreK for SA. And it was a lifesaver, honestly. The kids were home all day. At the time, again, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I had no additional resources to buy the snacks, to buy the drinks. Picking up at PreK for SA really helped me get through their lunch times, really helped me get through their breakfast. They offered healthy snacks, something that was nutritious for them to eat throughout the day. So I was able to pick up from PreK for SA several times during that time period in the very beginning. When I would go to the food distributions, honestly, it was humbling. I hadn't had to reach out for any type of assistance for a really long time. But when I approached the volunteers, they just smiling, they made you feel so welcome. They made you feel at ease. I didn't feel any shame going through those lines. As a single mother, I really had to just put my pride aside, and I was just grateful and so very thankful when they just filled my car with all this food, with all this nutritious food, vegetables, dairy, bread, things, the necessities, things that would be able to prolong us through a long period of time. So it was a lifesaver. I was in tears. It was emotional. I was just so super grateful to the San Antonio Food Bank for being able to provide and sustain my family and my children through this time period. Being a person of humble beginnings, I know what it was as a child to go to bed hungry. No child should ever have to go to bed without their meal. No, there's no need for it. We live in a beautiful country. We have a great community here in San Antonio, and the San Antonio Food Bank can provide that meal for your child so they don't have to go to bed hungry. It's okay to accept those resources and to take that donation, even though you're working, even though you have a home, you have your vehicle. If you need it, you need it. And it's okay to accept that help just to make sure that your children are fed. That's the main priority, is that our children are cared for. Every time I've gone to the San Antonio Food Bank and met anybody that works there, they're just so happy and excited to help you. And it's just the most beautiful thing that those people, it's not a job for them, it's their passion, and they want to help people. They want to make sure that your children are fed. They want to make sure that everybody has sustainability and nutrition. And thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for getting up every morning, going to work, and doing the hard job that you do to make sure that my children get fed. Thank you.